What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the End Goal Podcast. This is the beginning of the year. Happy 2026, everybody. I think I have a way to help you make 2026 the best year of your life. I think that I have 10 ways to make 2026 the best year of your life. I keep trying to land this saying it properly and I keep fucking burping. What the hell? Okay. One more time. I think that I have 10 ways, the 10 ways to make sure that your 2026 is a fantastic year. Okay? If you try any of these 10 things or multiple of these 10 things throughout the entire year, I promise you, I can almost guarantee you that this year will be fantastic for you. Okay? So if you trust me, I'm asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to listen to what I'm saying. You don't have to trust me. Just listen to what I'm saying. And if it makes sense to you, try it out. But I can almost guarantee you that it's going to work. And here are 10 things that you need to do in 2026 to make sure that it's a fantastic year. The first one is read a physical book. Okay? Enough of this scrolling, enough of this TV, enough of social media, enough of all of this stuff. Forget touching grass. Read a physical book. It does not have to be 1,000-page book. It does not have to be fantasy books. It does not have to be self-help books. It doesn't have to be anything specific, but go find a physical book that you're interested in reading and read it. You don't even have to finish the book. But what I want you to do is first read a physical book. Just read a physical book in some way, form, or fashion and find a book to finish. Maybe the first book you read you don't really like that much. You don't have to finish it. DNF that book, did not finish. Mark that away. Go find another book, read that book, and try and finish it. But if you find the book that you want in the first try and you read it and you finish it, congratulations, you've achieved the first one, right? Read a physical book. Don't worry about annotating it. Don't worry about what are the lessons that I can glean from this book. Don't worry about executing them, etc. Just read a physical book. Put your phone away. Don't put music in your ears. Don't put background music on, background noise out on the TV. Just read a physical book. If you don't know where to get a physical book, in your search bar, type in public library near me. Go sign up for a free public library card because they're always free. And go into whatever section you want. Walk around the libraries. A book catches your eye, pull it off, go check it out, and sit in the library when it's super quiet, because libraries are amazing and they're so quiet, and just open the book and start reading it. That's the first thing. If you want to make 2026 a fantastic year, read a physical book. The second thing is go on a walk when the sun is out. Not at nighttime, not in the morning when it's still dark. When the sun is out and you can see the sun, go on a walk. It might be in the middle of the day right now when it's wintry and the days are very short. But find the time to go on a walk outside when the sun is out. You can listen to a podcast, you can listen to an audiobook, you can go be on a call with somebody, you can just have a video playing in your ears, whatever you want. I don't really care. Just go outside when the sun is out. Don't worry about what you're supposed to don't try and scientifically logic your way through why you're doing it. Just go do it. You will feel amazing. I promise you, you will feel so refreshed. Now, it can be in the morning first thing when you wake up, or it can be after work, or it can be in the middle of your workday whenever you want to. But when the sun is out, go for a walk. If it's cold, bundle the fuck up. Okay? Put on that scarf, put on that beanie, put on those earmuffs, put on those boots, put on that coat. But make sure you're warm. Don't get sick on me now. But go walk when the sun is out. Trust me on this. You will feel amazing if you do so. Arch, how long do I need to go outside for a walk? Depending on the sunlight, I'm gonna get a little bit scientific with you guys. Depending on how much sunlight you have, if it's cloudy, do like a 15-20 minute walk. Okay? If it's super sunny, do a 15-20 minute walk, okay? Just be outside for at least 15 minutes. Do that walk. Take a couple of laps around your office building. Go down the street in your neighborhood, etc., right? And just walk. That's all you have to do. I'm not going to tell you anything else. There's other things that you could do during the walk, but I'm not going to try and overwhelm you with a lot of things. Just go on a walk outside when the sun is out for 15 to 20 minutes. And tell me you don't feel amazing after you start doing that. The next thing, eat more whole foods than processed foods, okay? I'm not telling you that you need to be the cleanest eater ever. I'm not the cleanest eater ever, but I am an eater. I do like eating things. Not as much as my wife does. Not as much as my sister does. Not as much as my mom and dad do. Well, even my dad doesn't like eating things. That's I think I get this from my dad. But eat more whole foods than processed foods. I'm just saying rebalance your diet. I'm not saying cut them out unless you want to. It's very hard to eat super clean all the time. It takes a lot of focus, a lot of dedication, a lot of prep, a lot of planning, and a lot of money. And we all can't do that. So I'm not saying you shouldn't eat those Cheetos. All I'm saying is instead of Cheetos every single day for 7 days, you get Cheetos on the weekend, on Sunday or Saturday. But for the 5 days of the week, you're eating whole foods. You're eating chicken. You're eating turkey. You're eating ground turkey and potatoes, sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, baked. Right? You're eating rice. You're eating some pasta that you put some like Alfredo sauce or some marinara sauce into that you can cut up. You can maybe like make a little bit of like beef or ground turkey and put it in the pasta if you want. Right? You're eating salmon. You're eating tilapia. You're eating broccoli, carrots, cucumbers, you're having a salad, etc., right? But eat more whole foods than processed foods. That's it. I'm not saying cut anything out of your diet. I'm just saying rebalance it and tell me you don't start feeling amazing in your body. Eating that shit's gonna make you want to go walk, and you going on a walk is gonna make you want to eat that shit. You see how these things play with each other? Okay, you see how these things affect each other? Try it. Let me know how it goes. The next one is do what you say you're going to do. Don't be that guy or woman or non binary figure who says something and never does it. Do not be unreliable, right? If you tell somebody, I'm going to do something, do it. If you tell yourself, I'm going to do this thing, do it. Okay? And this ties into the next one. So we're gonna go ahead and go forward to the next one. Don't put things off. Okay? Do them sooner than you want to. So when you say you're going to do something, do it and have a little bit of urgency to it. Give yourself a deadline. Make yourself believe that you have to do it before the end of the week. Otherwise, the world's going to end. It's not going to end. We all know that. But make yourself believe it so that you'll actually do it. Because what's been happening, well, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but all I'm going to say is we've become very complacent and very non-urgent in general as a society. Some people are very urgent, some people aren't. Your boy is not a very urgent person, but I've noticed that when I do the things that I say I'm going to do in a timely manner before that I think I want to do it, which means it's happening sooner than I expect, which means it's happening along the same timeline as somebody else who's expecting it for it to be done urgently. I've seen better outcomes in life when I actually do the things that I say I'm going to do within a sooner time frame than I expect to do it. And if you start doing the things that you want to do and stop putting them off, you will find so much more space in your brain, in your day to day. Oh, I already did that thing that I said I was going to do yesterday. So today I don't really have much to do. Oh, this actually feels nice. I feel lighter because I don't have this looming like self-imposed deadline that I was supposed to do the thing yesterday and I did it and I was going to push it off to today, but I kind of don't want to do it today. Can I push it off to tomorrow, etc., right? You don't have this looming presence over you, etc. So do what you're going to do. Do what you say you're going to do and do it in a timely manner. This one's tough. This one's going to be tough. Have the difficult conversation. Okay. Number 6, have the difficult conversation. Because, there's this Chris Williamson quote. I mean, I attribute it to Chris Williamson. I'm sure I think somebody else may have said it, or he may have said it. I don't know. But he says the answers you're looking for is in the silence you're avoiding. But I have begun to believe that the answers you're looking for or the outcomes that you want are on the other side of difficult conversations, which I got from Alex Hormozy, where everything that you want is on the other side of a difficult conversation, whether it's a difficult conversation with your partner, or a difficult conversation with your parents, or a difficult conversation with your job, or a difficult conversation with your friends, or this one's gonna suck. This one's gonna really suck, guys. Or a difficult conversation with yourself, right? But everything that you want is on the other side of a difficult conversation. So have those difficult conversations. Just just have one. Just have one and see what happens. You might feel bad. You might feel some emotions that you're not comfortable feeling and you're not used to feeling. But once like the paint dries, once the battlefield clears, once the smoke clears, think about like, how do I feel? Wow, that's a load off my chest. Oh, it didn't go as bad as I thought. Oh, it kind of went along the lines that I thought. It wasn't that bad. Oh, are there other difficult conversations that I'm avoiding that I could be having that make me that on the other side of it, it might have a good outcome like this one did. You know? It's a snowball effect. Have the difficult conversation. Number 7, let yourself be curious about the world around you. Learn something and share it with somebody else in your life. We are not curious anymore. You know why? Because when we go outside, we're in our phones all the time, right? When you step into line, when you're lined up at Starbucks getting your coffee, or you're lined up at the cashiers, and when you're in the grocery store, when you're in a line waiting for like the movies or whatever it is, right? When you're in the line, you just go straight into your phone, right? When you're at dinner waiting for your food to come, you're in your phone. You're sitting there with somebody else and you're in your phone, right? Or when you're going on a walk and you're just like in your phone, like texting or talking to somebody or watching something or whatever it is, instead of like looking around you. Open your eyes, be curious about the world around you. Let yourself be curious about the world around you. When you go on a walk, look at the trees, look at the dirt. Look up. Don't look down at your feet. Look up. Look around you. When you're at the mall, look at the people walking around you. Look at the stores, etc. Don't just be in your phone on the way to where you're going. Right? When you're driving, both eyes on the road, two hands on the wheel. Don't look around. Don't be curious. Okay? When you're driving, stay where you're going. But when you're just walking, when you're in the world, let yourself be curious. I wonder what this person's like. Oh, that's a cool outfit. Oh, that's an interesting structure over there. What is that plant? Right? What are those flowers like? What do I hear? I hear birds. I hear insects. I hear that dumbass baby crying back there. Whatever it is, right? Let yourself be curious, and then gradually you'll see. Okay, one of the things that happened this year was I was at a strip mall, and I saw this store called Theory. Nobody inside there, and I was like, "Where did this store come from? I've never heard of it. It has enough money to have a brick and mortar store right here in the strip mall that some other brand would have wanted. What do they sell? Why do they even have enough money to be here? I've never heard of them." So I allowed myself to, one, be curious, to ask myself questions, and what I did was I typed those questions out on my Notion for later, and then when I had a little bit of free time later that day or later that week, I actually looked it up. I was like, what is the history of this company? Where do they come from? How do they get their money? Etc. So when you allow yourself to be curious, you'll just realize that like you do have questions about the world, and you have the ability to have them answered here. But I've noticed that people don't know what questions to ask in the first place because they don't allow themselves to be curious about anything. And secondly, even if they have questions, they don't feel like having them answered. Maybe once they ask a question, they just assume an answer in their head and they're happy with that answer. So they just move on instead of going to go research it more and going to go look it up and being interested in things, right? So let yourself be curious about the world around you, learn something, and share it with somebody else in your life. The second part of it, I do want to touch on, when you learn something, share it with somebody else in your life for two reasons. One, when you share something with somebody else, you kind of have a little bit of accountability to know what you're talking about and share like factual information and not just lie to them and spread misinformation. And 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 third, when you share your curiosity with somebody else, you are inviting them to share their curiosities with you, and you are spreading curiosity and interesting things out into the world that isn't what we see on a day to day on our social media, etc. Right? Me sharing with you what I learned about theory and things like that may not really interest you, but it might trigger you to be like, what have I been curious about this week that I want to go research and go look up and go look into, right? And then you can come back and tell me, hey, I learned this new thing today. How about that? It really helps you expand your mind and helps you be present in your life, right? Stop being a side character in somebody else's life and be present in your life. Be interested in your life. Number 8, find a hobby and do not monetize it. Okay? Find a hobby and do not monetize it. We are so taken up in this. We're still taken up in this hustle culture. We're still trying to be content creators and monetize our hobbies every single day. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, not everything you do has to be monetized, right? If you pick up crocheting, doesn't mean you have to start a crochet business on Etsy. You can just crochet things for fun, right? We used to spend money on doing things without expecting money in return. You spend money to buy crochet tools and yarn and things like that, and then you just make things and you gift them to people, or you make things for yourself around your house, things like that, right? Um, but we don't do that anymore because we expect that. Oh, I can put my this camera up on my phone, and now I can crochet and record myself crocheting. And if I package it well and I put it online and people watch it, I can get paid for the views and all this stuff, right? And then if I get enough of a following, I can have a crochet brand sponsor me, and I can do crochet things. And wow, I've turned my hobby into a business. That's cool, but what if you didn't? What if you simply did a hobby for the sake because you enjoy it? What if you spent money on doing something because you just enjoy it, right? What if you did that? Would that be so bad? It wouldn't. It'd be amazing, actually. Pick up a new physical activity and do it for 3 months. Just try it. This is separate from the walk. Just try it. Go, I don't know, pick up boxing, pick up a martial art, pick up climbing, pick up running, pick up swimming, pick up rowing, pick up hiking. Uh, Go to the gym if you want to, pick up basketball, pick up a sport, go join a club, right? There's so many things you can do, but try a new physical activity. If you've been a gym goer for 4 years and you're bulky and you're big and you're fit and you got a nice ass and you got good pecs and you got strong arms and you got that V taper in the back, the Dorito look, right? You got nice calves because you actually work on your calves and you have good calf genetics, etc. If you have all that stuff, I'm very happy for you. But try something different. Try something new for at least 3 months. You don't have, and maybe you don't like it, but in those 3 months, try new things. The first thing I did, okay, maybe I didn't like basketball. Let me try rock climbing. Okay, I like it. It's tough, but I like it. Let me try rock climbing again next week. Ooh, I feel a little bit better. I think I'm getting it. Ooh, let me go again next week. Ooh, let me go again next week. And for 3 months, try a new physical activity and just see what opens up in your life, in your body, in your mind, in your soul. And that got a little bit too introspective. Forget I said that. The last one. This one's very important to me. This one is actually this is the reason why I generated this list in the first place. Every time you have an appointment, get there early, not on time. I think that we are starting to disrespect our time so aggressively because we think that, like, oh, this thing starts at 9, which means I must be there at 9, or I got to be there at like 10 o'clock because it starts at 9. I hate that culture so much, right? When in college is when I was actually seeing people and meeting up with people, there were so many times when I would like schedule something with somebody and they'd arrive like 30 minutes late. And I'm like, do you not respect my time at all to show up on time? But not even that. I don't I show up early to everything, which means I didn't just lose 30 minutes of my time. I lost 40 minutes of my time because I came here 10 minutes early because I physically cannot be places on time or late. It's just so difficult. I get places so aggressively early because I don't want to be that guy who's late. I have like a visceral reaction to to that, so I just end up leaving early. But it's not just about respecting time. What I found is when you get somewhere early, you have this like extra time before whatever you're there for, just to like be, just to exist, right? When you get to the doctor's office, you get there like 5 minutes before your actual appointment. You fill out all the paperwork, and you're just sitting there waiting, and you just kind of get to like just sit and look around and just kind of be. If you get places early, I feel like it just opens up a little bit more um like freedom in your day because you're not rushing everywhere and you don't feel this like adrenaline or this like anxiety of, oh god, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Oh god, I overslept and I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, right? Like why do you set your alarm for 30 minutes before you have to be somewhere? Set your alarm for an hour and a half so you wake up, ease out of bed. If you oversleep, you're now an hour ahead of where you needed to be, or when you need to be somewhere. You wake up, you get things done, and then you, on your own time, in your own control, you go where you want to go, right? So think about it. Every time you have an appointment, get there early, not on time. Plan to be there early. 5 minutes is fine. 5 minutes, just be there early, right? GPS is so good; it'll tell you how much time it takes to get somewhere. And I don't trust GPS. I always add a few minutes extra to what the GPS says, is because I know I'm gonna get that fucking red light. I know that I'm gonna get that red light almost every time, or there's gonna be a crash on the highway, and something's gonna take me longer than expected. So instead of leaving to be there on time, leave to be early, and maybe then you have a buffer. Just God forbid something happened. And because you left early, because you respected the time respected you back. You're not late. Now you're on time, even though you were stalled when you were driving, etc. Right? So when you go somewhere, when you have an appointment, get there early, not on time, because to be on time is to be late. To be early is to be on time. And those are the 10 things that if you do this in 2026, you will have a fantastic year. I can almost guarantee you. I have nothing else to tell you right now. So I'm going to say goodbye and I'll catch you next week. But don't forget this list. Come back to this video. Don't forget this list. This is a very important list. This is probably the most important list of your life right now. Remember this list and do it. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, I'll catch you later. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.